Now that school is back in session, weekends are going to take on a whole new meaning for the whole family. So next weekend, August 21st, we've got a fun event for you to look forward to putting on your calendar. Tina Wilkins joins us this morning. She's getting ready for her 4th annual Ragin Cajun Seafood Music Festival taking place in Cleveland. Great to see you this morning.
Thanks, Claire. Happy to be here, Julie. Thank you.
So you began this obviously 4 years ago, and if I remember correctly, it was just kind of you stepped out into a new role for yourself to bring these series of festivals to Bradley County, and the community loved it.
Yes, exactly. We got rave reviews, and then people wanted us to keep coming.
So why a seafood music festival nestled in the mountains?
Yeah, well, we know since we are in the mountains, we're a landlocked state, it's really hard to get really good seafood. So I'm from the low country area of South Carolina near Charleston, so that's all we eat is a lot of seafood. So we just wanted to bring a lot of what I grew up around and expose people to more seafood than they're usually getting in the area, and just have something a little bit different, because we know a lot of people love seafood. We just don't have a major exposure to it.
Yeah, I think it was a great idea. So if you're bringing your low country boil roots to home, does that mean you're going to have some great offerings for us low country wise?
Yeah, we look forward to having that. We have some gumbo. We're going to have some different low country cuisines, maybe some boils around the area with some of our food vendors, but a mixture of different seafood all around. It's just really hard to get a lot of vendors nowadays when it comes down to hot food vendors and seafood vendors. It's been a little struggle, so we have somebody coming as far as Mobile, Alabama, to help us out where they can get some additional seafood in the area for our area. I
was going to ask you about that, so you've already led into it, but I'll just elaborate a bit. I would think that this past year has been a real challenge because a lot of the vendors that maybe you typically turned to weren't making it. They might not even exist anymore.
Exactly. That's what we've experienced, and I spoke with other event coordinators, and it's the same thing. They're struggling getting specifically more food vendors than anything else. So we're basically we're going to have some seafood vendors there, but it's not as many as we would love.
If I remember correctly, part of what you wanted to do with this festival was to make it enjoyable for the whole family. So if parents kind of want a chance to get over and enjoy some food and some peace and quiet, they can know that their kids are playing safely across the way. There are activities for everybody, right?
Yes, we do have a huge playground that's there. We're not doing the bouncy houses this year because of COVID, but we do have some pony rides, and we also have a train ride that the kids can take as well. And then we have an open area where they can play different games as well.
Very fun. And what about the music? Is that just going to be all around, or is there a stage?
Yeah, we do have a stage, and we always focus on local artists, just like we do with our businesses. We try to focus on local businesses to have a venue for them to present their opportunities there. But we do have C.J. Warren, who is from Athens. He's our piano man, and he's been to several of our events and performed and did have rave reviews on him. And then this year we're bringing in from Athens, Tennessee as well, Tim Hughes. He has a quartet, a jazz quartet, and it goes along with our Ragin Cajun seafood theme. So we're having to have some jazz music there as well.
And I guess that the community up there in Cleveland and Bradley County is always glad to see events like this come their way, because the hope, I'm sure, is that there's some spillover from your event to local shopping.
Yes, and that normally happens because we have people, like I said, come as far as we've had people come as far as Memphis to our festival, and like I said, we have people coming from Mobile, Alabama. I just had some people calling from Knoxville and Nashville, checking on some of the vendors so they can come out as well. So we got people coming in from throughout the state, which is great.
And Tina, is it a ticketed event, or when you come in, you just simply pay as you go based on what you want to purchase?
That's correct. We normally don't charge a fee at all, so it's free admission. Just come on in and purchase whatever you want from food vendors, from our arts and craft vendors, business vendors as well. So yeah, you just pay as you go on items that you want to purchase.
Okay, I know you're the organizer, but are you also going to be a vendor? You talked about growing up in South Carolina, so are you going to have your own low country boil for us to enjoy?
We are actually going to have, we actually have a food trail now because of this event. And we have a low country Cajun seafood. So we're not going to do the boil, but we'll have like shrimp and grits, crab cakes, crab cake sliders, shrimp po' boys, those sort of things like that. So yeah, I had to create that company to help out this event because it is extremely hard, like I mentioned before, to find seafood vendors.
Yeah. So are these family recipes at your food truck?
Yes, with a little twist on it. I add my own add my own little flavor to it.
Are they eye-watering?
Oh yeah, most definitely. We got a lot of people that started following us over the last year and a half. So it's been great.
Well, you are very kind to share some time with us this morning, and I hope that the crowds line up to go and enjoy it.
Well, thank you, Julie, for having me. I appreciate you working with me on timing and having us to expose this to the community.
It's always our pleasure. Here's crossing our fingers for good weather for you too.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
So it is Go and Enjoy Seafood. It's the 4th annual Ragin Cajun Cleveland Seafood Music Festival taking place August 21st all day, 11 a.m. to 7. So if you can't quite make up your mind on whether you want one of Tina's crab cakes or a shrimp po' boy, you can have both. You just have to go different times of the day to enjoy it at the Greenway Park and Pavilion up there in Cleveland. You can learn more by going online to seafoodmusicfest.com. Show that support and pride for this area that we call home. Thanks again, Tina.
Seems like CBD stores are popping up on every corner. Make sure you choose a